Hey Jay, welcome back. I'm glad you came in to see me today, and I see that you brought back the questionnaire that I had given you last time. I want to thank you for filling that out, and we're just going to go over some stuff. But before we do that, I want to hear from you how you're doing today.
I'm doing okay. I got one issue though. What is this? What is this? These cords down here. What is this?
Those are just some.
I got a flashback, and it's not like IED cord. So is it okay to be here? I mean, what is it? I can feel some anxiety coming on already.
Tell me about that.
Well, is it okay?
It's okay, and we're safe. But I would like for you to share with me what that was like for you.
Okay. Well, they use the same type of cord wired for explosives. Mm-hmm. So when I see stuff like that, it brings back a lot of memories, and it's like detonate bombs. So it just brought on a lot of anxiety. And plus, when we got blown up, this was some of the shrapnel and some of the wiring that they used to infuse the IED, the dirty bombs that they used, mm-hmm. that we kind of ran over and didn't see it, and it kind of like just brought back memories.
You share those memories with me?
Do you hear that? Sound like Black Hawks coming. Do you hear that? When it happened, we was driving. Mm-hmm. It was late at night, and we were just talking, normal talking. You know, it was Jimmy was over here and Barry was over here, and we was talking, just normal night patrol. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, it's a loud bang, a loud explosion, just out of nowhere. It just caused so much destruction, so much fear, so much blood all over the place, and screaming and yelling, and not knowing where the screaming coming from or what's going on. It was something out of a movie, but only it was real. And mm-hmm. So I couldn't hear, I couldn't see anything. It was dirt and rocks everywhere. So yeah, it was a time.
Okay, Jay, I want to ask you about those episodes that you have, the traumatic episodes that you're experiencing now. And from what you told me, there's been a lot of chaos and just a lot of stuff that happened. Can you just share with me a little bit about those experiences and how you are able to relate or cope when that happens to you now?
You mean experiences as far as what I go through every day? Those experiences? Like
just experiences that you have from the war.
I mean, just hearing a car horn, it makes you jump. It freaks you out. Just any type of intercom that go off, any PA system, it sends you into a flashback stage. The alarms that go off in this building is troubling. It's flashbacks because all these noises are very apparent to what you hear in a combat zone. So I'm living in combat as I'm walking, just not in a uniform. I'm in regular clothing, but I'm reliving these incidents every day. So it's still combat trauma for me, but I still have to some way try to cope with that and deal with it in a way that I can still live and not show too many signs, because people might think I'm a freak, you know. I saw how you looked at me when I asked you, did you hear the Blackhawks? I mean, these are things that I have to go through because of the urgency of immediate sounds that come to me that takes me back to those places. But at the same time, I have to ground myself and try to move on.
That's good. Okay. How did it make you feel whenever what you had described for me whenever I was looking up? How did that make you feel?
Like a freak. That's
Can
how
you explain
people look
that to
at
me a
you.
little bit more?
Well, that's how people look at you, you know. I was at a party and the music, there's some loud noise. I don't know, it sounded like maybe, you know, like gunshots back in the combat zone.
Mm-hmm.
And my initial reaction was to hit the floor. And, you know, it's like, you know, I'm looking for things and everybody just looking like, what are you doing? You know, and, you know, have you ever been in a situation where people look at you like you're a freak because of things that happen to you and you can't control them? It was embarrassing. It left me alone. It left me exposed.
So what I'm hearing you say is that even though you're away from the Army, you're feeling that you're walking daily in a combat zone.
Yeah, definitely. It brings on a lot. It's a different life that a lot of people don't necessarily know. With any type of trauma and seeing your friends get totally annihilated from some type of, you know, explosive, or, you know, seeing the sight of blood everywhere, and, you know, not knowing or being coherent to things when they happen, or talking to somebody 1 minute and next minute they have no legs, you know. It's just unimaginable. The tolerance comes with that you have to live with and deal with from day to day.
Yeah, I'm sure. How's your support system?
It's okay, I guess. You don't really reach out to anyone. You know, you live in that world. You know, you don't really reach out. You talk to friends that you more or less served with or was in arms with. You talk to people that understand my way of thinking now, my way of life now. And you look at other people. I look at other people, even here, that, you know, I don't think the same, and, you know, the things that I look at, the way I look at things, they don't look at but that's just the way you know, it is for me now. So, as far as support, no, just try to talk to some people that have some of the same experiences.
How do you cope with all these feelings?
Well, I do drink from time to time, or go work out, or just try to stay in my little bubble, my world. But for the most part, I do drink. It takes the pain away for a while. It makes me feel good. And it's just not the feeling good of it. It's just escaping those memories for a while, just to be numb. Just to be numb.
So how often would you say you escape by drinking?
I would say probably every other day, on the weekends. It's something that I find to be a quick fix to a long-term situation that I'm facing. But at the same time, just to get away and escape sometimes, it's beneficial to me. So it helps me. That's my support.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you're using your drinking as a quick fix for your support right now.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely one of the things I do to cope. You don't have a flag in your office anywhere? You don't have an American flag in your office?
No, not in the office, but I have one outside of the building.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Like outside the building?
Yeah, we have it outside and when you're coming in, but if it makes you feel better, next time for our meeting, I can have one here for you if you'd like.
Yes, that would be great, because this is the time we normally salute the flag, and
Okay.
I don't feel as loyal if I don't do that.
Okay.
And this is something that I would like to do that.
Well, sure. So I heard you say loyal. What do you mean when you said loyal?
Patriotism is an honor. You protect. We do things that nobody else want to do. We go places nobody else want to go. Just to protect at any cost. To go in a place that you lose your life, and you know this before you even go in that area or that zone. And so just to make it out, you don't worry about the people at home. You worry about the people that you're with.
Okay.
Home is okay, but the person beside me may not be, and I need to be loyal to that person. They need to be loyal to me. And that's just to make sure we make it out the combat zone, or somehow try to support each other to the point where we do the right things to live, to make it out that area or that zone. Okay. You have people that is, want to kill us just as we are trying to kill them. And you don't always lose. You don't always win every battle, and sometimes you lose. So that brings on a very high level of loyalty and duty and what you're supposed to do. So you have your soldiers you have to take care of. So loyalty to me is very big. And you think you can get that flight the next time if I come? That's what you're saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now let me take you back to the loyalty part and take yourself back and explain to me about those losses that you had. Can you just kind of try to give me an image of how you felt when you had some of those losses?
Anxiety, confused, lost, just uncontrollable fear. With the screaming, the gruesome blood and the body parts that you see, or you see somebody picking up. Yeah, it was tormenting to even see it.
So there are some huge emotions that you felt, and how about now? How are you feeling now?
Well, now it brings on still anxiety, stress, you find ways to deal with it, to move on, being around people who understand me, we understand each other, and that helps. It's a big help. Coming in, talking about it, getting it out is a huge help.
And I appreciate you, and I want to thank you for coming in to talk to me. And I want you to continue to come and talk to me, and just consider me as a form of support for you at any time.
Oh, yes, I appreciate that.
I want to take it back, though, a little bit and talk about the people. You said home is okay, but the forefront was not. I want to talk a little bit about home. What is that like for you?
It used to be okay, but it's not now, because you get to a point where if you have kids and wife, and you kind of lose connection. When you come home, it's not your home anymore. It's different, because you still go through the ideal that nobody understand me, or nobody understand what I'm going through. So you more or less rather see things drift apart than to see them hurt, or see the continued depression. Because if I'm depressed, they're depressed. What I go through, they're going to go through. So when I say we, majority extreme combat cases, it's hard to make that connection again with family, with kids. So sometimes it's better to just let it go, and then to drag them down to that place where it won't be good. So
yeah. So you'd rather feel disconnected yet alone than to have your family go through any pain more than they had to.
Well, you accept that disconnect as comfort for you. And it may sound selfish, but it's a comfort. You don't want to be bothered, or you don't want to be, you want to be alone. You feel nobody understands you. So you don't want to, I'm hurting already. I don't want to hurt everybody else. So I'd rather be selfish and see them happy or apart than to stay together.
Okay. All right, Jay. I'm glad that you came in to share some of this stuff with me. Before you leave today, I want to do a little exercise with you, so that way when you're at home and you're having those feelings or any kind of stimulus, that means anything that's a noise, a sound, anything that's going to trigger a response back to make you have those negative feelings of when you were at war in Iraq. I want you to just to look at yourself, and I want you to turn some of those negative feelings that you had shared with me last week into positive ones. Do you think you can do that with me right now?
I can try, yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, so just take a deep breath and look at yourself in the mirror. And, I want you to tell yourself that this is not your fault. Say, it's not my fault.
You want me to repeat?
Yes, please. Can you repeat after me?
It's not my fault.
I deserve to be loved.
I deserve to be loved.
I deserve to be happy.
I deserve to be happy.
And I'm safe.
And I'm safe.
Okay. Think you can do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Well, thank you for coming in, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
You're going to have the flag, right?
I'm going to have the flag. If you're going to have my number to call me if you have any problems.
Okay.
All right.